Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another TCR podcast with your boy Impromando and the one and only Lily Bay. How you doing over
What's
there,
up,
babe?
you guys? Good morning. Welcome to episode 137.
37, man. We're rolling. We're rolling.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
I'm good. I woke up this morning a little lazy. I'm not gonna lie. The Memorial Day weekend, not that we had too many activities, but the whole weekend felt super long.
It was probably the longest weekend I've had in my life.
Yeah, because it was very chill, honestly.
Slow,
but
right?
it just made my morning still feel chill. I wasn't ready to get the day started. You know, Amando's like, babe, what time are we getting up, babe? What time?
Babe, we gotta work.
What time
we
we
gotta get this
podcast?
done.
I'm like, bruh, let me at least get up out of bed, honey. But yeah, we're here. We're getting this done. And how are you doing today, babe?
I'm doing good. I did wake up with a lot of all right, let's get it done because like you said, the weekend felt so long.
We're complete opposites.
And I was like, man, it just, what did I do all weekend? It was a lot of little activities that just took a lot of time. Let's say the graduation parties, and we were looking forward to that. There was not a big festive going to the beach where that took up the whole day, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's what our weekend was all about. And I just wanted to get my day started today.
I told you guys we're the opposite. I'm like, yeah, we didn't really do much. And then Mando's like, we did a lot. I'm like, what?
Well, in my eyes, I think we did a lot. But before we get started, I was just scrolling through TikTok right now. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, I got to let my podcast community know about this. And I thought this was pretty badass. The producer of Fuerza Regida went on to a podcast, right? And he said he sampled a beat of Vicente Fernandez in the new album of Fuerza Regida. I was like, nah, I didn't hear it. So he sampled this song. Hold on. Right? Acá entre nos. All right, listen. So the reason I bring it up is that album has slowly started to grow onto me, and every song is starting to become a banger. When he came out with his last album, it took me a while to really, really like it. But now every song is becoming a banger on there. So shout out to Fuerza Regida once again on the podcast, jamming out to them all weekend too. So yeah.
That's literally what I put every day when I get ready. Alexa, can you play Fuerza Regida, please? Sorry if I turn on your Alexa, but
For real.
yeah, that's my go-to. Right now, I go through phases, but right now for sure, Fuerza Regida.
So let's give them a weekend recap, babe, here on the podcast. What you got? What did we do this weekend? Según tú, que no hicimos nada.
I mean, you could go. No, you say it because I feel like I didn't do much, but go ahead.
Well, on Friday, we tried some enchiladas al puro cochazo.
I'm dead. We really did.
We ate that
Fire.
on Friday. We actually drove an hour. We normally don't do, and mostly on a Friday. So we did that. The next day, we went to 2 graduation parties. No, that was Saturday. I went to a baseball game on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why I think it was eventful. I was out off Saturday afternoon.
I didn't do nothing. I stayed home.
Yeah, you were chilling home. Oh, yeah, you watched Chiquis. You showered her.
I showered her. Mm-hmm.
The next day, which was Sunday, 2 graduation parties. Graduation season is here.
It is.
And we literally went to one and then jumped to another one, Little Rudy's graduation party, even though he said that it was a Mexican soccer watch party. It wasn't really a graduation party, pero no pasa nada. Uh-huh. And yesterday, just chilled for Memorial Day weekend here at the house, ate some glizzies and watched 5 movies, and that's it.
Yeah, Mando and my cuñado slept in all morning, you guys. First of all, we were at Little Rudy's graduation / Little Rudy's my nephew, for those of you that don't know. He graduated 8th grade, and they turned it into a watch party for La America versus Toluca. Which, if you don't know, Mando's a super Americanista.
Yes, we lost.
They lost. He was crying. Everyone was trolling on him. Just kidding. But Mando, they ended up wanting to stay and continue drinking at my mom's, and I was like, I'm out. I'm fucking tired, honey.
She was out.
When it comes to soccer and stuff, nah, I'd rather go home and I wanted to go home and watch my show, The Last of Us.
Y nada, you fell asleep.
I got home and I fell asleep. Bueno, me traje los niños reading Camila, and then I don't know what time Mando got home, but the next morning, little Rudy, my nephew, is like, why are Cardo's shoes here? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, and he showed me, and I was like, never did I think they had to stay the night, but apparently they all came back, stayed the night, and they slept all morning. Literal, how many hours do you think Cardo slept yesterday?
Cardo, maybe at least 15
That's my
hours.
cuñado.
15 hours on the sofa.
So yeah, that's why we didn't really do much.
Yeah.
I did get invited to a Memorial Day at my friend's house, but then knowing Mando, I was like, I wonder if he randomly told my family to come over today, like, because you were drunk, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't even know until they wake up, so I'm not gonna do nothing. So we literally, again, for me, I didn't do much. It was relaxing. I didn't do shit this weekend. It was chill. But I hope you guys had a good Memorial Day and that you guys got lit for me. Don't think I'm being lame though. I didn't get lit this weekend because I was still recuperándome from last week.
Yeah.
Last weekend, Lily Bay was Leticia.
It
That's
takes
all I
her
gotta
like
say.
7 business days to get al 100.
I don't want to know nothing until I don't know when, but
Memorial Day is like, for me, I think the official kickoff of like summer. And since summer is coming and all that, Mando has decided to like at least try to cut down these episodes to like 30-40 minutes, because I know your routine, well, most of you ladies and men back at home, the routine changes a little bit with dropping off the kids to school, which that could take 30 minutes, and now you don't have all this time to listen to these long podcasts.
Because they're at home, hanging out, taking up your time, using your phone, hogging up the TV.
So we decided when we can, and we will pretty much make these podcasts shorter, but super entertaining, and keep as much as we can in them. We're not gonna do like the whole hour and a half, which we haven't in a while, but we're just letting you guys know ahead of time. Antes que nos regañen, because everyone in the comments are like, hey, can you make these podcasts longer? But just letting you guys know.
But he's just trying to see if it works.
Yeah. For a couple of weeks, we're gonna see how it works. We're gonna see how you guys react to it in the comments, and yeah.
Or what about a short one and a long one?
Let's go. I'm down.
Like, more work with fuck.
But in the notes, babe, what is something that I learned this weekend? Something that I learned this weekend is not such a great thing to learn, but it's a funny thing to learn.
All right.
Actually, Wendy on her Twitch, she brought up a new term.
I already know what you're gonna say.
She brought up a new term, and I felt like I was using it all weekend. It's called the low income charger. I'm going to ask you, babe, because I know you know already. What is a low-income charger?
So when Mando first told me this, I had no idea. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's a charger for the older iPhones. I'm like, you're such a dumbass.
Well, I didn't come up with it, but I thought that was hilarious. So this
funny.
weekend, I was like using that term a lot. And I
with my cousins. Todos se llevan.
Yeah, todos nos llevamos. No nos ofendemos, but I thought it was like hilarious. So I was like, you know what? What are low-income things that your boy Impro Mando does at home? And if you could think of any that I do or you do, go ahead, babe. But I'm going to start with I ordered 3 tacos with double tortilla.
Ay, Armando, por
so
favor.
then I take off the double tortilla and then I put some meat in all the other three tortillas. So now I have 6 tacos, baby. Mm-hmm. Anybody else do that back at home?
No.
I turn the AC down when I'm not home.
I fucking hate when he does
I'm like,
that.
who are we giving 69, 68 degrees temperature at home? There's no one here.
It's because then I get home and it's hot and I'm like, oh my God.
I make sure to reuse every single plastic bag from the grocery store. I think we all do that. Oh, cups too, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mando loves plastic cups.
And one thing that you don't know that I do, but because you don't shower with me, I turn the shampoo bottle upside down and I add water to it.
Nuh-uh.
To make sure I use every single droplet of shampoo in there.
I'm dead.
So that is my low-income Mexican style things that I do. You got any?
Do I have any? I don't know.
I don't think you have any.
I can eat eggs any time of the day
I don't
for
think
dinner.
That's low. Oh, okay.
And you can. You need to have a full-ass meal.
I freaking hate double H, capital H, hate eggs for dinner. Like, no. But that's not low income.
Yes,
that's
it
just
is. It's
something I don't
considered
like.
It's a meal on a budget. Like, I don't feel like going out to eat. I don't feel like ordering nothing. Let me make myself a quick egg.
That's
and
true. That's true.
Bam. But no, Mando, no. He has to have food.
Yeah. All right, but talking about Wendy and her new term, low income. Twitch University kind of just wrapped up. And it left us with this new content creator that is blowing up called Danny Bands. Danny Bands literally hit 100K subscribers on Twitch during this weekend. And now he's like at 140 something subscribers, followers on Twitch, which is crazy right now to hit that many followers like this, you know. So I just feel like wait, even he had a shout out from Drake. So I'm like,
I saw that.
yo, what's going on? Like this whole Mexican community, this whole Mexican Twitch like gang is going crazy, and he kind of, you know, collaborated a lot with Wendy and Evelyn, right? Her sister.
I have no idea.
They're both from Colorado, so they head back to Colorado.
Wait, Wendy's from Colorado?
Yeah,
I never knew
they
that.
head back to Colorado, and his family, his girlfriend, had already like a surprise party with like 50 of his closest.
Where are you seeing all this?
This is on my TikTok. People are chopping up these clips. And they head to Colorado. They have like a grand, like, surprise, congratulations, like a graduation party for him, which was amazing because he was not even recording, like him getting there, but he was with Wendy, and Wendy was recording the whole thing. They had like a whole cake for him. They had a whole like experience for him, and the family was like congratulating him, like if it would have been like a full-on graduation. Mm-hmm. So why do I bring up Danny Bands? Danny Band in the streaming university was playing corridos. He was speaking Spanish. He was saying "Viva México, cabrones." So like he was bringing up the Mexican culture a lot during the streaming university, which is an amazing thing. And that's something that if we were there, let's say, not saying that we even tried to get in there. I mean, I would love to be there, but it's just something that we would probably do too, you know, playing corridos. You get ready to Fuerza Regida, like something like that, you know? Mm-hmm. So like, that's why I bring him up here on the pod, and shout outs to Danny Bands. He's doing his thing. And this is a whole new venture.
That's true. I didn't think about it that way.
In the social media aspect, because not a lot of people are streaming. So for him to do it, and for him to do it that way is amazing.
So Mexicanos on the university was him and the twins?
Yeah, the twins. I think that's it. They had some more Latinos. I think they were like from Florida too. But as far as Mexicans, they were representing us.
Damn.
Here. Yeah, so shout outs to him. He's really pushing those numbers. He's pushing that Mexican pride.
The fact that he got a shout out from Drake.
Yeah, shout
that's
out
a whole
to Drake.
Nother level right there.
I think I noted this down. He Kai Cenat tells him in like a stream that you're gonna blow up. I'm dead ass. So like pretty much they're saying on the clips on Twitch that Kai Cenat like signed off for him. Like, bro, you're gonna be the next streamer. You're gonna be killing it. So yeah, I think the reason that everyone's pushing him and supports him is that he's being so authentic and super like not like faking anything. He's being him, and that's what always worked on social media. Yeah. And you say it from day one. Just be yourself, and that's what people are gonna know you for. You know? And we're moving on. We're moving on to our topic 2 of the day. And this one is something that we spoke about at the beginning of the podcast, is that summer is here. And I know you ladies back at home are like, man, I got these kids at home. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what activities to bring up. So right here on the podcast today, we're going to give you guys ideas. Maybe you might not listen to us, but maybe if you get at least one idea from us, ya es algo, you know? The first thing that I'm thinking, make a summer bucket list. Like somehow, some way, write on a list of things that you want to do this summer. Maybe 10, maybe 15 things that maybe don't cost money, or at least one trip to, I don't know, the fair or to the beach, something that is out of the blue, you know? But make a list of easy things that you like to do. And when you can't think of something to do, you know, cross it off and go on to that list, you know? I think that one's cool.
Okay.
How about you, babe? What you got?
For those of you, I would say something that I would totally do, and I think we are going to do, is for you and your close friends, family with kids to chip in on like a bounce house, like a water slide or something like that, and do a little like get together with all the kids and potluck style. Like everyone brings something. Okay. So it comes out super cheap. A bounce house, if you divide it between like 10 people, it might be like $20 a person, or you know, and then a plate of food or something like that. It's not going to be too expensive, and you guys have fun. The kids have fun. It's just like a cool summer activity.
Yeah. Set a date in a week for a weekend, and then everyone gets together, and you know.
And don't be shy to plan it out. Text your cousins, your friends, like random. Just see who's down, and then go from there. Maybe you don't have enough people to get that bounce house to be affordable per person. So instead of that, maybe you guys could all get together and take all the kids and go to the beach and potluck style too. And everyone brings a dish. So then really all you had to pay for was the gas to get there and your dish that you are chipping in with. And that's it.
Yeah, I love that. That's it for that one, right? Yeah, another one that I have, and I found this one online. This one's cool. I like this one because I think this one's very important, is cooking with your kids. And this right here, it might sound messy, it might sound like a headache, but it's just something that they might cherish for the rest of their lives. Like if you teach them how to cook, it's game. But a lot of people, a lot of moms, a lot of parents, including mine, they never taught me because it was that extra step. It was that extra time that you wanted, that you didn't have, you know? But it becomes so fun for the kids and informative for them to learn how to cook. And at the end, they just eat the food, you know?
Yeah.
And don't forget, have them help clean too. So it's like a whole activity. It's going to take half the day, you know?
Are you saying this because yesterday I was showing little Rudy?
No,
Or what?
no, I didn't see that. You show.
When we were making the chorizo
remember, I was knocked out.
Oh my God. I was
So,
showing
yeah.
him how to cut the papas,
Okay.
that the smaller you cut them, the faster it will heat up, because we were making chorizo con papas y huevos.
Yeah.
But it was like we were hungry. We were trying to eat right now. So,
And you told them why you cut them this small or bigger, huh? You see?
Yeah.
That one's good too. I like
another
that one.
way of doing that, I love that too for the kids, but maybe if you don't want too much of a mess, take the mess outside, like on the
Okay.
grill, or if you guys have like an outdoor kitchen, like do it out there. I have a few that I wrote down. I'm not going to go too into them because a lot of them are like common sense, but maybe like going on a hike to the picnics. Another one is having a water balloon fight with the
Okay.
kids outside, your neighbors, bike riding downtown, or basically going on a bike ride anywhere. Let me see.
I feel like that one's cool too because you become like familiar with your area and going places that you've never been during this summer break in your area, you know?
And lastly, of course, you could do things that are a little more costly, like maybe going to a museum, going to theme parks. Those are all the obvious, but we wanted to give you more of like a
Cheaper route.
cheaper route, because there's 2 whole months of summer, and it doesn't that doesn't mean that you guys have to do something every single day, because I know a lot of moms that get mom guilt.
Yeah.
They compare themselves to like other families doing the most throughout the whole summer. No, it's okay if you don't have time. Like I feel like our summers were very much, we didn't do nothing, and I look back and I'm like,
You're fine.
yeah, like it was fine. Like I got it. I understood that my parents were busy, and it is what it is. But for the days that you can make a little time or can do a little something, those are the little examples that we gave you guys with hopes that maybe you guys can incorporate
And
them.
I think I got the best idea right there. Just
What?
write down the bucket list of things that you want to do this summer. Start adding, start removing things. So it's not in your head. You have it written down. You're like, oh, today we don't got nothing to do. Well, bam, let's do this. If you have time, because I know people work también.
Yeah.
But let's say if you don't and you're staying home all summer with your kids, pues ahí está. You know? Or just to try to keep them entertained. Just try to
Yeah.
keep them active. So that's the whole point to this.
Yeah, but I think my favorite one that I'm going to start incorporating with my nieces and nephews is definitely the cooking one. Because they're at that age and se tienen que poner las pilas.
Because you can
de-
imagine you just wake up and they have breakfast ready. Can't beat that. But talking about cooking, babe, I have the unhinged part of the episode, and this one starts with food. So I want to test you out here.
A ver.
You ready? What is the difference between birria, barbacoa, and carnitas? Let's see how Mexican you are.
Birria es carne like enchilada al vapor.
Yes, slow cooked. Okay.
Barbacoa is al vapor too, but not enchilado, I think.
Usually made with beef, right?
Yeah, with
And
beef,
slow, and sometimes underground pits.
Okay, I've seen
Okay.
it that way. And what was the other one?
Carnitas.
Oh, carnitas es carne de puerco, fried.
Fácil.
Super fried.
What is the real meaning of a quinceañera?
That she goes from a child to a woman, right? Or something like that.
At the age of 15, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But actually, I was thinking is that still a thing, and mostly in the United States? Because a woman becomes a woman here at 18, not at 15. So is it too young? We don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Let's not get into that. Explain the rules of the game cricket in 20 seconds.
I don't even know what that game is, so you got me.
What's the difference between lightning and thunder?
Lightning.
Lightning. What's the difference between lightning and thunder?
Lightning is the actual strike, and thunder is the sound that it makes
Oh
afterwards.
my God. I didn't know
What?
this one.
What?
I didn't know this one. I didn't think you would know it.
I told you didn't pay attention in school, honey.
Yeah, lightning is light, the actual light, and thunder is the actual sound. Yeah. Damn, babe. You shocked me. You got me in all of them except the rules of cricket.
What
Good
is
job.
it? You didn't tell me what the rules were.
I don't know it either.
Is it a game? What is it?
Yeah,
An app?
cricket. Yeah, the it's like tennis, but in a different format. Huh. All right, but yeah. Enough of me. We're gonna go into Lily Bay's favorite segment of the podcast, and Lily Bay has it, and I know it. She's gonna tell us the top 3 zodiac.
I'd be so confused, right?
The top 3 zodiac signs that spend the most money. And I'm gonna go first because I know it, and I'm with one right now. And I'm gonna go with Taurus. Taurus is Lily Bay's sign. You know she's bougie, and she has a bougie taste.
No, I'm not. Look at me.
Taurus
Chilling.
doesn't do basic. If Lily's gonna spend money, it's gonna be on the best food, soft
that's true.
blankets,
That's true too, I guess.
smells, and food. She won't even glitch at dropping cash for comfort. Is that right?
1,000%.
You call it splurging, she calls it self-care.
Facts.
Why? Because it's ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and luxury.
Ooh.
That's why Lily's always glowing, smells like heaven, and always has the best food. That's
It's
Lily
true.
Bay. So yeah, that's number 1 in my books. But go on, babe. You're the zodiac queen over there.
Number 2 says Libra, because they're the type that they think just because it was on sale, they saved money. Even though we know sometimes them sales are fake. It's,
Yeah.
If it was $150 and they say, it's now 140 now, it was probably at 140 already. They
From
just
the
put it-
get-go.
Yeah. So
They raised it up.
Libras are ruled by Venus, planet of beauty, love, and aesthetic. They'll spend a paycheck on skincare, candles, and outfits they'll totally wear someday. Number 3, Sagittarius. They'll book a flight and figure out the rest later. Oh my God, 1,000%. 1,000%.
You know
yes.
one?
Yes. Sagittarius is all about freedom and experiences. They rather spend 1,200 on a random trip than save it for rent because life is short. I'll give you an example. Illy, when she met us in Germany just for 3 days.
Oh, yes. Damn. That's so accurate.
Yeah. And yeah, those are the top 3 signs that are said to spend the most money.
Number 1 is number 1, Taurus. Like,
That's
you
a
guys
lie.
ain't gonna, you guys are not gonna change me de allí. Y allí es porque es.
Ay,
That's it.
Armando, I'm going to be the type to start buying purses and stuff all the time.
No, this is on comfort, it says.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Lily Bay for the zodiac signs of the day. Finally back, and we're excited to see what else she brings to the podcast. But before we go, I would love to close it out with a little motivation. And I screenshotted this, and it goes like this. Your mind will believe what you continuously tell it. So tell it that you are smart. Tell it that you're ambitious. Tell it that you're fearless. And you have what it takes to succeed.
I love that. So before we leave for today, don't forget it is May. Draft a summer bucket list, like Mando said. Sip a margarita, have a solo dance party, compliment a stranger, feel the sun on your skin, and just go out there and live life.
Let's go.
That is it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and we'll see you on the
Nos
next
vemos.
one. Bye.
Let's go.